Huh. I do. I don't remember that being there before. One minute. And I'll start my intro. What's up, everybody? Uncle Grizzly here. Now, I just finished my Jurassic Park, at least to the extent that I can make a Jurassic Park, since the 1.8 update. Mostly because of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Mostly because of the tour ride, as you can see here, that was brought in from the Claire Sanctuary DLC or whatnot. And before I get really started with the thing, let me show you something really cool here. So, as you can see, bunch of dinosaurs. A lot of dinosaurs, but no fence. So, this seems to really kind of only work with the herbivores because they care less, and as long as you have like the food and water somewhat away from a path, they're not gonna want to wander anywhere too far off here. And I just have the rocks here kind of as a, it seems like a barrier. And, a Jurassic tour ride moving through here. Pardon me, jeez. Moving through here as well. So, let's go into capture mode. Let's kind of get a better look at that. Oops. Time scale normal. So, yeah. Let's see, it looks nice. What we got in here, we've got some brachiosaurs and parasaurolophuses, chasmosaurus, chads. I have a hard time saying it, so I just call them chads. Hyengas, Struthiomimuses, and mutton-burras. I really like mutton-burras. They're cute. Look how cute you are. Look how cute. Anyways, moving on. So let's start with, the tour of Jurassic Park. A little bit. Why I wait for it to become a little brighter during the day. So right here is the helipad. Water, rocks. The rocks really help out a lot with that, especially the rock terrain tool that requires make a good hill. I mean, I wish we could add things like waterfalls and move through here, minus all the people, stuff like that. Go around and out of my way. Right here is, first the brachiosaurs and stuff like that. The giant floating tree on top of a hill. If you can't see that, I noticed that not too long ago. It's really funny. Jeez. A lot of people here. Out of my way! Out of my way! Alright. So, it's the visitors, the pond of the visitor center. Here's the visitor center right here. you know, and then I just have a few shops. Standard. Clothes shop, arcade, restaurant, bar. I always like putting the bar next to the restaurant. I know a lot of people don't use the bar. I know a lot of people only follow the three things that they need, but I really like the bar, and I think it adds a lot, and especially like, you know, the music that it plays. I mean, it plays kind of similar to the music, but it's a little bit of bumping music. And you can kind of hear around the park. I did mention in a thread on Reddit that, like, I mean, you have seats and stuff here. There's that music. Anyways, you have seats and menus and stuff here. Put some people, get some people dancing somewhere. I don't know, just something. Yeah, pretty much, you know, got that. I got this. Oh, hold on, forgot to release these guys. I just had this hanging around. I didn't really know what
we are pleased to welcome a
kind of do with this area once I was done doing it. So, and I know in the original Jurassic Park, as for the book, they mentioned that they do have Proceratosauruses.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome
I have some of the dinosaurs in here from the original book. Some books and movies, some not. As you know, with the Chads and the Struthies and the Buttonburrs. Oh, and the Hyangos. But as for the park goes, you know, I have generally, yeah, everything that would be in there, like, they do mention that there is Ankylosauruses, in the book mentions it. I did, instead of like just having Styracosauruses and Triceratops, which, you know, in the original book in the Triceratops area was Styracosauruses and Triceratops, I felt like it was a bit large to it, so I added some Pentaceratopses and Taurosauruses and stuff like that. Everything, you know, I used the Edmontosauruses as the Hydrosaurs and these as the Dromaeosaurs. But they do mention Dracorex is a Dromaeosaurus. They do mention that they do have Iguanodons and Amarosauruses and Ketros too. So I have those in there. Right here's the T-Rexes. Taurosauruses are in the book. So are Baryonyxes. So it's actually a big main part of the book. Same thing with Metriacanthuses. Metriacanthosaurus. I don't remember coming across them in the book, but they're there in the park. I know that for sure. And the Velociraptors. Instead of putting the Velociraptors over here, I wanted to kind of like be in like a working park in its own right. So like, oh, what if Jurassic Park actually worked? Instead of, you know, what if they actually did spare no expense and gave their IT guy a raise and actually did things correctly. So, yeah, actually, since that tour's about to start, we'll go through that. And I put it around back there. It was a bit difficult to kind of try to find a way to get it to a loop and then still connect the path to it, because it would always go around the path. So, fortunately, I had to use a monorail. So I really don't like using monorails too often. I think they're a bit crowded over the park. Yeah. And here's um,
Want
that
to remember the experience of a
center.
lifetime? Then make sure you
Yeah, I'll
capture that
just-
perfect dinosaur selfie.
but do like a lot of these 1.8 bringing these terrain placeables very helpful, you know, kind of moving up the empty spots, kind of fill things in a little bit better. As you can see, I kind of had it go straight towards where coming across the visitor
Want
center
something
main
memorable to
entrance,
take
just
home
like
with
in
you?
the movie.
Souvenirs are
And
available
then
to purchase.
curves
at the
up
gift
over
shop.
here. You kind of like move a little way. Hopefully, if that 1993 DLC is correct, which, you know, these DLCs kind of being correct in them themselves. Probably, hopefully get like the main gate. For now, I just use, you know, what the truck tour has. I doubled up, kind of getting that cool doubling up thing that they had in the movies when at the
Please remain seated for the
landing
duration
pad.
of
So
the ride.
we do get like the big giant gate for the 993 thing. I'm definitely replacing all that with this. You know, maybe just completely remake it. Because one of the things I would really like are some bungalows that they had, you know, is kind of shown, and especially not in the movies, but you know, mentioned in the books. You know, when people make, you know, Jurassic Park or Isla Nublar's Park,
Gallimimus was first discovered in
you know,
China
you find all
and
those
lived
things in
during the
Steam and
Cretaceous
stuff like
period.
that.
They are one of the
They
largest
show that, like,
known ornithomimids.
Some places are, you know, instead of like this, like a normal hotel, they have literal bungalows to also act as hotels and, you know, shops and things like that. So I'm hoping we can get those as well to kind of be like not hold as much people as the shop, maybe like about half or a quarter, but to have like something smaller to kind of raise the park capacity a little bit as well would be pretty interesting.
Sometimes it is necessary to transport a dinosaur to
That
another
way we don't have
enclosure or to the mainland.
Something as
Such
large
actions are taken by the highly trained
as
ACU
the hotel,
teams.
but it still raises capacity. Because sometimes you don't need a hotel. Sometimes you just need just a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyways, I'll be quiet a little bit. Well, minus a few suggestions. If you want to do this yourself, I'd suggest that having where the vehicle goes along, as you can see here, as it's outside of the gate. I wanted to kind of stay a little bit true to
Dinosaurs
the
will often congregate around
movie.
feeders and water sources.
I really like this lady's shirt. All the hearts all over the place. I didn't think they really had much designs on their shirts besides lines and prime colors. But to use kind of the smaller electric fence for this part, because that way you can be able to see into it better. Heavy steel electric fence, you kind of have that, a few of those just large bars way of everything. So when you have it like this, it's a little bit more clear to see. But we just passed the
The
Dilophosaurus.
vast range of Torosaurus indicates
Then-
that she lived in a variety of environments, using her beak and shearing teeth to eat tough vegetation, probably ferns.
Then we have, you know, the Triceratops after the Dilophosaurus. I looked up a map on how the tour went. Kinda. This is the best interpretation that I have. I know I could have kept this open, but I don't know. I just didn't think it'd be
Styracosaurus is a large
interesting if it
ceratopsian
was
dinosaur with distinctive
open
horns
and-
protruding from her neck frill. Her tough beak and
They already
shearing
get
cheek
things.
teeth are ideal for slicing up plant
I
matter.
took the tour, moving in and out. You care too much. Just going, man, I know I set this thing for 2 hours. Yeah, it's alright. Nighttime's pretty cool. It's never really that dark, even at night, so you get all the lights and stuff like that.
Some dinosaurs are
morning
shy
Willie.
and prefer the cover offered by the forest, so may
We get
not
that
be
one. It's
visible. But
actually
they
a
can
pretty
see,
long
hear,
one.
and smell you.
That's the ceratopsid area. Looks like the sun is about to come up, even though the moon's there. The sun just turned into the moon. The moon just turned into the sun. Oh no. Now off to the herbivore area.
The only
Dracorexes.
Dracorex species known in the genus is Dracorex hogwartsia, so named after the Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling.
Wait, what? Hold on. Are you fucking kidding me? That Draco Rex is named after Draco Malfoy? So the whole thing is for Draco Rex is Draco Rex Hogwartsia? What? Draco Rex is named after the Harry
Camarasaurus
Potter
means
books?
chambered lizard. She's one of the most numerous sauropod fossils. She grinds down coarse plant matter using chisel-shaped
That
teeth.
is wild. Nerds. That is what I did not know. That is wild. It was like I thought someone was cool and like Draco Rex, Dragon King. It's a cool name, Dragon King. Dragon King Hogwarts.
Iguanodon is an ornithopod
That is-
dinosaur discovered in the United Kingdom, and it lived between the mid-Jurassic and late Cretaceous periods.
That is weird. That is funny. That means That means the Draco Rex has been found since early 2000. Or yeah. Yeah, I would say about early 2000s. Oh, here's the T-Rex. I tried making it, where they would come, but I guess not. Maybe they just want a goat. I don't know.
This tour can encounter difficult terrain.
We'll look at 'em
and
later.
You must keep your
Or
seatbelt
I think
fastened until the ride
That's
is
a rock.
complete.
No, that's a rock. There. Here's the Carnotaurus. The meat-eating bull.
Rival carnivores often fight each other with rapid head blows. ramming each other and using their horns to absorb the shock.
Oh, sleepy, sleepy. That's another thing they said, that dinosaurs are more inclined to sleep at night. I haven't really tested it out, but I don't know, I'll probably look at it later. The girl staring us down.
Carnotaurus is a lightly built bipedal predator and is well adapted for chasing prey. Baryonyx means heavy claw, based on the animal's very large claw on its first finger. She can be extremely aggressive.
I heard a Metri. Metri. Are you Metri? You want to hear facts about you, Metri? I guess not. Here's the Velociraptors. Still wish we had, like, much taller grass. It would be really cool. I would say... twice,
The
maybe
Velociraptor's
3
history
times.
with InGen has been a troubled one, in part
Twice,
because
maybe.
they're often underestimated
Yeah,
for
I would
how
say
clever and dangerous
twice or
they
3
can
times
be.
the height of the grass that we have here. Be sufficient. Who knows? Who knows what we'll get in the future? We got another year, maybe 2, maybe a year and a half. Or stop working on this. So who knows? You know, maybe the second, Jurassic World Evolution 2 isn't coming out, and they just keep working on this
Please do
forever.
not feed
I
the
don't know.
dinosaurs.
I really actually hope a Jurassic World Evolution 2 is coming out. I think a sequel is helpful. I know a lot of people don't like having a sequel for things, especially when they think the first game is unfinished. But that's kind of generally how first games usually are. It's like a first new IP usually never goes too smoothly. And, on the second one they work out a lot of the kinks. Like, look how Halo 1 is to Halo 2.
Some dinosaur species
And Halo
are
2
naturally
came
shy and may be hiding in nearby
out,
forests.
like, I would say about 3 years after Halo 1. Very completely different games in how things run and work. Because, things are smoothed out. People figure out how things go. Before then it was kind of hard to listen to the community. But, Frontier listens to the community. If they didn't, we wouldn't have a lot of the cool stuff that we have now. So, that's kind of the end of the tour. Just links around here and goes back to the start. And yeah, I put the start right here, so, goes around, yada yada. In fact, on the maps that I show, it shows that the vehicle tour actually did, the motor pool was over here. So, that's that. And how are my Proseratos doing? Doing pretty good. They're sleepy. Edie. So let's take a look. So we really couldn't get a look at some of them. Some of the dinosaurs here. So right here is the Apatosauruses and the Gallimimus area. This is called the Gallimimus area or something like that. You know, I generally try to make it, you know, open, but I don't know, not too open. When you have something like things that are too open, it kind of just feels empty. So I made it open here and a little back there. It's not technically what the Gallimimus area looked like in the movie, but I think the area there is much, much bigger. Like, the Gallimimus Run whole enclosure seemed like it was as big as this section of the park itself. So it's because we don't really have all of these to sort out, or you know, the maps are just too small. I don't know. I think they're just fine. We didn't really get a look at some of the predators. So for the Velociraptor area, I was thinking Alpine. I was gonna make this like a whole Alpine area, but then I was like, nah, I'll stick with the more brownish one. That kind of seems like the movie version, and just shove this full thing of, you know, all the like all this right here is just every last uh, grass tool just smashed together. I mean, I like how it doesn't replace the original glass tool or anything. It's just compiles on. So you can have capture mode for this. So you can ah, ah, blop. Normal. So you can have like purple flowers from the coastal next to these yellowish ones from Crag, and the red ones right here. So they, you know, as you can see, they all pile onto each other, and you have all the different bushes. I wish there was like larger bushes we can place down, like what can we put here? Like these. Oops. Like for example these, and we can also put down these smaller tree-like things as well. One day eventually. Actually, oops. Let's go through here. I noticed another kind of ground covering I wouldn't mind having. As I was looking at this, ground could have added these plants right here. They look like begonia rexes, so that would be pretty cool to have those right there. And in fact, I wish the Vivid was just a mixture of all these plants. And then, oh yeah, especially having like some of these trees as well would be cool. But a ground paint type that I noticed, it's better to see with the over here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having this substrate like ground covering as well, where it kind of seems like there's leaves, maybe raise the resolution on it a bit, but you know, there's leaves and there's sticks, and you know, it's a bit darker looking. I think it'll be a cool looking terrain painting tool. But let's go back over here and let's look at this right here. So as you can see, let me find something that show you. There's Ah, the Tyrannosaurus area should be better for that. Bye, berries. Because I only used Vivid and Grassland for here. So, the Vivid seems to add these yellow ones, and and the red flowers here. And then occasionally, you will find... do, do, where are you? Wait, hold on. No, okay. Let me... there's a red variant. Oh, yeah, there's a red variant of these guys. That the vivid one adds occasionally. That's 3 T-Rexes. I didn't... you know, just to make it more likely that one is going to be over there. Here's berries. Where's that red variant one? It was, I think, the... seen one... here. Anyways, so there's a red variant, one of those. In fact, I'll just show up on here. Which is, yeah, the red variant, one of those. But I wish it added, you know, a lot of some of these taller ones right here, and the Begonia Rexes, and these purple ones. I wish the vivid ones were. The vivid one was this. Yes, adds this. Or vibrant, not vivid. The vibrant brush tool added, you know, what you see here. So, add a little bit more color to things. I think it's fine because, I mean, they obviously got the red flowers from here for the vibrant ones, so I don't see why not. Oh yeah, to also add those as well. I think the vibrant one could rework to get, you know, a little bit more of these plants in there, especially those ones and stuff, instead of just the red flowers and other things. Let's look around and see what other plants they actually have that they could have put in there. Oh, what was one thing I noticed that was really cool? Before the, what am I thinking about? Before the, camera mode, I had no idea there was drinks machines like this. It's not like you can do the drinks, but chill! You know, I didn't know there was drinks machines like that just hanging around. This is still more of the vibrant. You can also place more things like that around. I guess not. So yeah, I was hoping more the vivid or the vibrant brush tool would have had, you know, these plants. I think getting a little bit more in there would really help a lot. But anyways, that's my Jurassic Park, guys. If I do make a lot of, I mean, I will be making a lot of different cool parks. Like, I'm gonna actually try to when I do redo my Isla Sorna, I'm actually gonna try to do it in the areas they had in the movies for that. So probably like have an outskirts area where there's only, you know, herbivores, and then another area where there's only or in that area or not close to that area there'll be a T-Rex. You know, the 3 types of you know, velociraptors and uh, you know, where the Spinosaurus is at, where the Stegosaurus would be, you know. Just trying to figure that out. But anyways, but if you guys would like to watch me uh, build that, I mean, I don't do a lot of things with YouTube or any of this stuff because, YouTube is a bit funky and I don't like following all their dang rules that they make, so. Even though I will be putting this on YouTube, but I just don't care too much about trying to be a YouTube personality and make money. But if you just want to watch me build things, yeah, let me know. Uncle Grizzly out.